everybody, welcome to another edition of Toddster's Magical Mystery Review. I'm your host Toddster, and today we're going to be taking a look at Paul McCartney's first album, simply called McCartney. Came out 17th of April 1970 on Apple Records, and so when Paul decided to make a solo album, he decided to do it in his. He started to record in his own house in St. John's Wood, Cavendish Avenue, and he had a little 4-track machine, and then he went and he did some more overdubs at Abbey Road under the persuasion of Billy Martin, and just to try and make it secret, and then when this came out, he put out a press release which he announced the end of the Beatles, but as for the record, it's a pretty good album. So let's dive into the songs. So we start off with a little ditty, "The Lovely Linda." It's a good little ditty. You could definitely hear the a little squeak of the doorknob when you hear it. So listen very carefully next time. Then we move on to "That Would Be Something." It's okay. Could use a little more verses. So always is "That would be something to reach in the pouring rain, mama." And Paul invents the beatbox, with the and then we go into one of the many instrumentals, "Valentine Day." It's a nice rough instrumental. A bit short though. But then we go into one of the better songs, "Every Night." This one he tried out with the Beatles during the Let It Be sessions, but they weren't. I guess they weren't interested in that. But it's a great song. And then we go into "Hot as Sun" and "Glasses," and a bit of "Suicide." It's like three songs in one. The first one, "Hot as Sun," it goes back to the Kroyman days, that instrumental. And then "Glasses," lots of, glass harps playing, and then a little bit of "Suicide," which Paul wrote when he was 14, and at least he tried to get Sinatra to sing it. And then we go into "Junk," another song he tried out with the Beatles, but it's another great tune, and all that. And then we hear, "Man We Was Lonely." He wrote this inspired by by Johnny Cash, and Paul and Linda helps out with the harmonies, and so we flip the record, and with "Ooh You," it's okay, a bit rough, but a nice little bluesy number. And then we go to another instrumental, "Mama Miss America." Well, actually it was two instrumentals, which we saw run into one by accident. Then we go into "Teddy Boy," or "Toddy Boy," as my mom always called it. It's another Beatle leftover, which he tried out for the Let It Be sessions, another one. And then we go into "Sing Along Junk." This is the instrumental of "Junk," and with some more piano and a bit of mellotron. And then we go into the main highlight of the album, "Maybe I'm Amazed." It's definitely one of his best songs, without a doubt. And then we end the album with something totally different. "Crean a Crore," I think that's what it's called. It's another instrumental. Yet he was inspired by some documentary that you saw on TV about about these Indians living in the Brazilian jungle. Yeah, just a little bit of something, but nothing more. So yeah, that's the album. So let's talk about the album sleeve. So yeah, this was photographed by Linda. All these photographs in here were photographed by her. Yeah, it's lots of cherries all around. Yeah, but then look at the back side, and yeah, there's Paul with Mary. It's a beautiful picture, and yet this came with gatefold sleeve. So look at all these pictures here. Yeah, this is what his life was like during this time. Spending with the kids up in Scotland and the sheep. Yeah, so what do I think about this album? Well, it's a pretty very, very naked sounding album. But it has some bit of dodgy instrumentals and a lot of Beatle leftovers, like he was sort of scraping the Beatle barrel, as you might say. But nonetheless, it's a very fine album. So as far as ranking, I would give this 3 Pauls out of 5. 3 Pauls out of 5. So there you go. McCartney by Paul McCartney. So my name is Toddster. You just watched another magical mystery review, and join me again next time. Till then, toodaloo.